Hi to all the Form 5 students, welcome to my channel. Today we want to do revision for your exam. Let's follow my channel now. Hi guys, all the Form 5 students. After I post one video, I think still got many students asking for more lesson on differentiation. So let's start now. So first, find the gradient of tangent. When you see gradient of tangent, it means dy dx. So you just express your y in terms of the power 3x negative 1 plus 6x1. So then you differentiate, you get negative 3x negative 2 plus 6. And then write in fraction before you substitute the x equal to 1 into your dy dx. Right? So dy dx is equal to negative 3 over x squared plus 6, right? Now we are going to substitute x equal to 1 into the dy dx. So dy dx is negative 3 over 1 plus 6. So your answer is 6 minus 3, which is actually equal to 3. Right, so that is the answer for this question. So it looks like quite easy for differentiation, very direct question, right? So answer is 3 for this question. Now we'll proceed to the next question. Okay, any problem you can just leave any comment under my YouTube channel. Okay, settle. So we have solved one question for gradient of tangent. So in future, you see gradient of tangent, you just do dy dx. Next, let's check the answer. So I want you to go through with me the answer that I prepared for you below. So these are the answer. Okay, so it looks like okay. So you substitute, then you got the answer. Dy dx is equal to 3. Alright, no problem. Okay, now we go to number 2. The equation of a curve is given as y equal to x cubed minus 8x plus 5. Find the equation of tangent to the curve at point where the curve intersects the y-axis. So when we do dy dx, we always need the values of x. So now they don't want to tell you directly. They say the curve intersects the y-axis. So you just draw out the y. Okay, there is a curve, cut the y-axis, so obviously the x will be 0, right? Alright, it will be 0, and the y value you can obtain from the curve. You substitute x equal to 0 into the curve, so your y is 5. So it means that the curve is actually intersect the y-axis at 0, 5, right? So you have to solve the x value first. Sometimes they want you to think how to get the point on your own. So you just try to sketch and find the point first. So when x is equal to 0, looks easy for you. So we do dy dx now. Dy dx is 3x squared minus 8, right? Then you substitute 0. So it's very simple. Dy dx will be equal to 0 minus 8, which is negative 8, right? Okay. 0 square minus 8. So actually dy dx is equal to negative 8. That's all. Okay, that's the dy dx for this question. So it looks like quite simple also. Okay. So now we if you want to form the equation, we need the gradient, right? And the point, right? And the point actually is 0, 5. So it's negative 8x plus 5. That's all for this question, because it passes through the y-axis, so the c is 5. Okay, alright, let's check the answer. Alright, so the answer is m is gradient of tangent, so dy dx 3x squared minus 8, and then your answer is correct, y equal to negative 8x plus 5. Okay, so you have to show your working clearly so that you can get working marks. Okay, alright, now let's go to next one. For this one, find the value of limit. So when you want to find the limit, you have to follow the steps. There are a few steps that you need to memorize. The first step is you need to factorize. Okay, after you factorize, you have to simplify. Okay, after you factorize, you have to simplify. And then after you simplify, you have to substitute. So we have factorize, simplify, substitute. FSS. Factorize, simplify, and substitute. Okay, can memorize the step for limit. Okay, can write FSS. Okay, now we will factorize. Okay, we factorize up and down. So the down one is 3x minus 3. Okay, the up one will be 2x, x, then minus 3, and then plus 1, and then minus 3. Alright, it's plus 1 because we want to make sure we expand, we get back the 2x squared minus 5x minus 3, right? Okay, now let's simplify. We have factorized, right? So we simplify, we cancel the common factor. So finally, we'll get the simplest form, which is very simple, 2x plus 1 over 3, right? So then we can find the limit, but we have to write limit before we substitute. 2x plus 1 over 3. Okay, limit x approaches 3 for 2x plus 1 over 3. So I redo again. First step is we factorize. After we factorize, we simplify. After we simplify, what we do? Okay, after we simplify, we will substitute. Okay, make sure you still write limit. Okay, so limit x approach 3 for 2x plus 1 over 3. So once you substitute, you do not need to write the limit. Okay, so now we want to substitute the x is 3 into there. So once you substitute, you don't have to write the limit. So just write 2 times 3 plus 1 over 3. So your answer is 7 over 3. Okay, clear? No problem? Easy, right, for limit? Just follow the step. Factorize, simplify, substitute. Okay, settle. So our answer is 7 over 3. Now for B, we just follow. They say dy dx is actually the concept of limit delta x approaches 0 for delta y over delta x. So you don't be afraid by this. You just follow. So first step, you just follow. We need to find delta y over delta x, right? So we divide by delta x from the given one. They give you delta y, isn't it? Step 1. Okay, you divide by delta x. After you divide by delta x, okay, then you apply the limit. Okay, so now I'm going to divide. Okay, let's see how I divide by delta x first. So I will cancel out the delta x after I divide lah. So it will be 4x delta x over delta x, right? Okay, so 4x delta x. Okay, plus 2. Okay, 2 delta x squared, right? Follow the question, Okay, delta x squared. So now you just simplify, means you cut lah. The same one you can cut. Okay, you cut, and then left only 4x because delta x up and down cancel out, right? Plus 2 delta x squared over delta x, so left only delta x, right? Okay. Now only you apply the limit. Okay. After you cancel, you simplify, you apply the limit. Alright, follow. The question is given you limit delta x approaches 0, right? So that means they want the delta x 0 off lah. Okay, so you just 0 off your delta x. So the delta y, delta x when limit delta x approaches 0, so you will get dy dx. That is so-called dy dx. So that means delta x times 2 will be 0. So that means your dy dx is actually 4x. That is the meaning. Just follow the question. It looks like very weird for you, right? But you just follow what the question want. Okay, that's all. That's all. That's the meaning of the dy dx. The how they come out the dy dx is they use a delta y over delta x over then delta y over delta x, then the limit for delta x approaches 0. Okay, settle. That one is very theoretical. Now you go to the next one. For this one, you're asking to find f prime 1. Okay, so it's dy dx, huh? So, okay, so first of all, you know that this is u over v. So your u is 2x minus 1. Your v is x plus 3 square, right? Remember? Okay, so we will do du dx, then we will do dv dx, then we will cross multiply, remember? Okay, so now we will do slowly. U is 2x minus 1 to the power of 4. So the v is x plus 3 to the power of 2, right? So now you do du dx equal to 4. Copy, copy everything. Okay, power go down. Don't forget to differentiate the 2x, right? Okay, so then you will get v equal to 2x plus 3. Actually, there is a 1, sub 1, you don't want to write. So then you cross multiply. Okay, you cross multiply. V first, so dy dx is equal to v times du dx. Remember, that is a step 1. Then you minus what? Minus u times dv dx, right? Okay, so write carefully, double check your answer. Okay, so we will take x plus 3 square times the 8, 2x minus 1 power 3. Okay, then we will minus the u, which is 2x minus 1 to the power of 4, and times the 2 times x plus 3, right? Okay, then over the v square, right? Okay, so now we will just write x minus 3 square, right? Okay, settle. Now you need to simplify. When you want to simplify, it's a bit troublesome for this one. Why? Because you got many common factor. So we just underline the common factor. Normally, that's how I do, or use a highlighter. So you can actually take out x plus 3, right? X plus 3 you can take out. And then 2x minus 1 you can take out. 2x minus 1 power 3 you can take out. Because the lower power is 3 and highest is 4. Okay, so the balance is you just have 8, then x plus 3, because you just take out x plus 3 minus the 2x minus 1, because you take out the power 3, left only 2x minus 1 and 2, right? So you have to write carefully, right? Write carefully. 2 times 2x minus 1 over v square. Alright? V square is okay, x plus 3 to the power of 4. So no problem. So actually by right you can substitute the x equal to 1 inside there to get the answer. But I think I want to simplify so that in case you substitute wrongly, at least you can get the marks for dy dx. So over x plus 3 to the power of 4. Okay, so I write properly 2x minus 1. Okay, then over x plus 3 to the power of 4. Okay, so then I will simplify to the simplest form before I substitute x equal to 1. So I write again x plus 3, 2x minus 1 power 3. Then the balance inside will have how many? 8x plus 24 minus 4x plus 2, right? Okay, over x plus 3 to the power of 4. So you need to do it carefully because it looks like a bit complicated, right? Okay, so finally you have x plus 3, 2x minus 1 power 3, and then you have 4x plus 26, right? 4x plus 26, okay, over x plus 3 to the power of 4. Okay, so I think we can simplify the x plus 3 up and down. So it becomes, the last answer will be 2x minus 1, 4x plus 26. You can factorize the 2 plus 13, 2x plus 13, the 2 you can factorize. So okay, now left only x plus 3 to the power of 3, because I already cancel out, okay, the x plus 3 up and down. So let's see the answer given. Yeah, we are getting the right answer. Okay, so no problem. Okay, now we want to substitute 1 into the dy dx. So you have to put f prime x. Okay, there's f prime x, and substitute x equal to 1. Okay, into there. Okay, then you will simplify to the simplest answer for that. F prime x is your dy dx, it's not fx, f prime x. So your answer is, after you simplify, you will get 2 minus 1 is 1. That means 2 times 1. Then 2 times 1 plus 3, you get 15 times 2, 30. 30 over 1 plus 3 is 64, 4 to the power 3 is 64. So your answer is 30 over 64, divided by 2, 15 over 32. I guess this is the right answer. Yes, this is the right answer. Let's check through. Yeah, the working, you can make it short without simplify. That means you just use a quotient formula, v du dx minus u dv dx over v squared. Then after that, you just substitute the 1 into the differentiation, and you get the answer without simplification. Maybe you can save time if you do this way, right? Because the simplification and factorization, you are not good, right? So you can choose not to simplify. For paper 1, you just find the answer will do. Okay? So the answer is 15 over 32 by just substitute the x equal into x equal to 1 into the f prime x. Okay, so it's accepted in SPM exam, no worry, and you can save your time. Okay, I'm sure many of you are actually having problem with factorization. Okay, you can just focus to the common factor x plus 3, and then you factorize them carefully. Okay, so you can underline also, you can underline the common factor like this. Okay, then you focus to these two common factor, then you factorize, meaning that you put aside, put at the in front. Then the balance, you want to get the balance in the bracket, you just divide, take the balance, divide by the one that you take out. Factorize means you divide and get the balance inside the bracket. Okay, now I would like to discuss one more question, which is a bowl-shaped hemisphere contains water at the height of h cm. The volume of water is given. So they give you the volume, and the water, when you see water is always volume, is poured into the bowl at the rate 3 cm cubic centimeter per second. So actually this is a dV dt. You can look at the unit, it's volume, right? Volume over time, so it's dV dt. And rate of increase of the height, so it's dH dt. So we always write the 6th term. Remember I say just now, you have 6d. Okay, so you have 3 terms. Each term will come with 3d. Okay, so we start with a v equal to 1 over 3 pi h square 18 minus h. It's better for you to expand so that you can see the power. So v is 1 over 3 pi h. So you just 1 over 3 times 18, you got 6 pi h square minus 1 over 3 pi h cube. Okay, make sure it's correct first. Then you differentiate dv dh. You will get 6 times 2 pi h minus 3 times 1/3 pi h square, right? Okay, This is how you do differentiation. Okay, make sure the power is going down one step. Okay, after you got the dVdh, actually you can substitute the h inside there to get the value of dVdh. Okay, so later I will substitute. The h is given 3. Alright, so that's the first step. You differentiate from the formula given. Okay, second step is you just obtain the information from the question. Water is poured at a rate of 3 centimeter cubic per second. So that is actually your dV dt. Just copy down and write in symbol. If you don't want to write, you cannot do. So write dV dt. Okay, you write your dV dt from the question. dV dt is equal to 3. That's all. No need to write unit. Okay. Now what the question asking you to do also, you have to write down. Rate of change of what? Rate of change, you see rate is over t. So dh dt, rate of change of the h. So that is x. We want to find. Okay, I already teach you how to do, right? You start from what you don't know, what you want to find. You write down dh over dt is the one that you're not sure. So you can label as x next time, or you just use dh dt. So we are going to start from what we don't know. We write down. From there we split into 2 terms. Okay. So now I'm going to start from dh dt is equal to dh. Okay, write like this. dh dt up down still the same. One more symbol. We have 3, right? We have h, we have t. Some more. What is that? Of course, it's V, right? We want to do connection between volume, h, and time. So that's called chain rule. Chain rule. Okay, so the 2 must be the same. We want to connect them. Okay, so now you can just substitute. You already got the information up there, dVdh, right? And the h is 3, right? Okay, now we substitute h equal to 3 into the dVdh. 12 pi times 3 minus pi 3 squared. Alright, so substitute carefully. H is 3. Okay, so that means you solve using your calculator. 3 times 12, 36, right? Minus 3 squared is 9. 36 minus 9, what you get? 20 what? 27, right? So you got 27 pi, don't forget. Pi. And don't forget, this is dVdh. And now, actually, you want dH dV is upside down, terbalik, opposite. So you have to reverse the whole thing. Just now it's 27 pi over 1. So now it's 1 over 27 pi. Times the 3 still the same. So your answer is actually 1 over 9 pi. Alright? That is the answer for this question. So, okay, see the question. That's all for today. Bye. Have a nice day. Enjoy your weekend.